Tehillim, starting with the Rebbe's Kapitel. I'm going to call up Esti Lepkovsky all the way from Brazil to read the Rebbe's Kapitel.
Shir hamalis elecha nosasi es einai hayashvi bashamayim. Hinei chenei avodim el yad adonaihem kenei shivcha el yad gevirta. Kenei neinu el adonai Eloheinu ad sheyechanenu. Chanenu adonai chanenu kirav savanu vuz. Rabba sava lo nafshenu halag hashananim habuz ligeyanim.
We're going to ask Menucha Rachel Zalman from Benos Menachem to read the Rebbe's Kapitel.
Shir Amalais David Luli Adonai Shahaya Lanu Yemer Na Yisrael Luli Adonai Shahaya Lanu Become Aleinu Adam Azai Chaim Belaunu Bacharais Alpaz Banu Azai Hamayim Shetafinu Nachla Avar Al Nafshinu Azai Avar Al Nafshinu Hamayim Hazidanim Baruch Adonai Shalai Nesenanu Taraf Lashineim Nafshinu Kitzipar Nimu Tami Pach Yaikshim Hapach Nishbar Vanachnu Nimlatnu Azrini B'Shem Adonai Isis Shemayim Ba'aretz.
We're going to ask Chaim Moshe Hadingsfeld all the way from Manchester, England, to read a kapitel for Eretz Yisrael, Kuf Chaf Aleph.
Shirla malais esa einai el haharu me ayin yavai Ezri. Ezri me imaginai oisi shamayim va'aretz. Al yitain lamait raglecha al yanum shemrecha. Hine layanum v'layishan shemer Yisrael. Adonai shemrecha Adonai tzilcha al yadu minecha. Yom hashamesh layakeka v'yareach balela. Adonai yishmercha mikol ra yishmer es nafshecha. Adonai yishmer tzischa v'yecha mi'atavad olam.
We're now going to ask two of our finalists to come up and share some reflections about their Chidon experience. We're going to start with Hadassah Landa. From Novato, California. Who joined the Chidon for the very first time this year.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Hadassah Landa, and like Hadassah said, I live in Novato, California. And if you told me a few years ago that I would be part of this Chidon, I probably would not have believed you. I never thought I'd be one of those people that stand up here and speak about their learning, especially not Rambam. That's what my father and brothers do. I don't know, something like the Rambam says, Halchais, I don't exactly know. But somehow, we have all made it to this incredible Shabbaton celebrating all our learning this year. I want everyone in this room to take a moment and think about how much effort you put in to this incredible Chidon. Think about how much you accomplished and how much you worked for. It is unbelievable what we have in this room together. We all worked so hard and it paid off. I want to take a moment to say a big thank you to the Bat Sheva Learning Academy and Hadassah Shem Tov for giving us this opportunity. With all the studies and the tests in school and everything going on, you signed up for an extra program of learning, and it was incredible. It is unbelievable that we have done this. This Shabbaton is celebrating all our hard work and the journey that we've been on this year. But every one of us have our own journey of how we came to love learning and do this Chidon. Mine started years ago as I drove an hour and a half to the Shluchim school I attended, and it was a pretty long drive, and it was very hectic. There was a lot going on, lots of crazy Northern California traffic, but I took the time to learn elementary Chidon and say chitas. And it was there that I discovered my passion for learning Torah and how special it is. Because Torah connects me to Hashem in a way that feels infinite. Like it's not just me in this world, but I'm connecting to Hashem in a higher way. And I feel it when I'm learning. So this year saw us get through Yesodei Torah, it saw us cram for Deis, saw us power through Talmud Torah, and study like crazy for Avodah Zarah and Shuvah. But it doesn't end here, because the point of the learning is not the plaque on the wall gathering dust. And more than the medal, and more than the plaque, the point of the learning that you put in this year was the Torah study, the knowledge that you now own, and you have actually become responsible for it. It's yours, you own it. As the Rambam says, the Keser Torah, the crown of Torah, is ready for every single Yid to come and take it. And I think we can say, after this year, that every single one of us have now owned it. One of the parts of learning this year that I connected to most was Deis, because I felt it was so practical for our life. The Rambam's teaching us Torah, but it's about our life. It's about eating, sleeping, how we dress. The Rambam taught us, "B'chol derechacha de'ehu." In all your ways, you should know Hashem. So it's not just about the learning. It's not just about the davening. It's about the basic things you do in life that you can actually bring Torah into and make it so powerful. Because if a person is doing it for Hashem, if he's eating for Hashem, sleeping for Hashem, everything he does is a service to him. And the Rambam is teaching us in everything, in Yesodei Torah all the way through, how we can take all these concepts and apply it to our lives and bring this Torah into everything we do. Like, for example, in Avodah Zarah, we spoke about how we can not think that anything has power other than Hashem, and it's something we can use in our lives. So the point was to teach us that we can bring Torah anywhere and anything we're in. Each of us have become neres lahayir, lamplighters filled with light. The Rebbe taught us that we can go out to the farthest corners of the world, places no one could have thought that could become a place of Kedusha, and we could bring all this knowledge of ours to everywhere we go. I was once studying before a Chidon test on a plane, and there was this person next to me, and he saw me learning, and he was really interested, and it started a whole discussion about Judaism. Because this knowledge that we now own, we spread it, and everywhere we go, people can see it. So I want to say a story that happened to me on my drives to school. I would be sitting in the car, I'd be studying, doing my thing. We had a non-Jewish driver, but I didn't really, talk to her. I talked to her about what I was learning, but I didn't think it would go anywhere because she wasn't Jewish. But at the end of the year, she told my parents that she wanted to convert according to halacha, because seeing me and my siblings, how I learned in the car and how I acted the way a Yid can and a Yid should, made such an impact on her that she wanted that for her children too. So she converted, she lives in Israel with her husband, and she's building a Jewish family now. So I want you to know that your learning actually empowers people. You don't have to talk to them, they feel it. They sense a light that you bring to the entire world. And it's something that every single one of us now own, and we can spread it everywhere we go. So thank you all for making me part of this incredible family and this incredible Shabbaton. I feel so special to be here. Thank you all.
And now I want to call up Batsheva Dubov, who is a... Batsheva is a third-time finalist at the Chidon.
Wow, Hadassah, that was awesome. I'm hard to beat. Listen to this. The Gemara says that upon entering Eretz Yisrael, the Yidden were to fulfill 3 mitzvahs. The first is to appoint a king, the second to wipe out Amalek, and the third to build a Beis HaMikdash. Now the Rambam references these 3 mitzvahs in that before Eretz Yisrael they would do this, and the Rabbah basically brings in the Rambam and says that before Mashiach will come, we're going to fulfill these 3 mitzvahs. Now in the words of the Rambam, it is Yamaid Melech, so we'll appoint a king, V'yolchaim Milchamas Hashem, we're going to fight the wars of Hashem, which includes the war of wiping out Amalek, and the third is Ubana Beis HaMikdash, we're going to build the Beis HaMikdash. Now my grandfather, he should be gesund, he pointed out that these 3 steps into bringing Mashiach and into going into Eretz Yisrael, they correspond to the 3 Rebbeim of the Rabba Rashab, the Frierdiker Rabbah, and the Rabbah, respectively. Now, just hear me out, and you'll see how it connects. So, the first one is, again, appointing a king, and the Rabba Rashab's first Maimah was called Kasa Yitznolecha, which describes a crown will be placed onto you. So that kind of is the idea of appointing a king. The second was the Friedrich Rabba, who his first mimer was Rashis Qaim al-Malik, which describes the theme of wiping out Amalek. We know in Stalinist Russia, in the secular America, the Friedrich Rabba was fighting really, really intense Amaleks of the environment, Amaleks within the people himself. And then you have the Rabba. The Rabba, his first mimer was Basilagani, which I've come into my garden describing. It was all around the primary pasuk of the Asali Mikdash v'shachanti b'seichem. You should make for me a sanctuary, a home for Hashem, and I'm going to dwell in you. And the whole theme of Basilagani and the mission statement of our generation, the Rabbi describes, is to make a home, build the base of Mikdash within each of our individual and our collective lives. So those are the three mitzvahs that we are commanded to do to go into Eretz Yisrael, and by the Rabbi Rashab's mission statement, the Friedrich Rabba's mission statement, and our mission statement given to us by the Rabbi, we see how these are the steps to bring Mashiach. Now, thanks to the Bachava Learning Center, I have had the zechus, the privilege of learning through 3 Sefarim, Kunshas Hamayan, Sefer Mamar Yiddish, and Sefer Madja of the Rambam, which correspond to these 3 steps of bringing Mashiach. So I literally feel, and I'm going to play it out to you, how learning these 3 Sefarim has, I just feel like Mashiach is about to come today. I feel like we literally have brought Mashiach all together. Go 12th graders who've done all 3 years. And I'll explain it like this. So the first was Kunshas Hamayin. Kunshas Hamayin really it really spoke to me about the idea of shtus. Shtus is like just any insanities around the world, and then you have shtus kedusha, which is taking that passion and channeling it for Hashem. In addition to that, there was this whole idea of malchus, that Hashem basically creates the world through the sphere of malchus, and when we recognize and we kind of appoint the king in a sense, as in we recognize that all the sustenance that is in our life comes from Hashem, and that we partner Hashem in creating this world by forming the suitable keli, the proper keli, by following Torah and mitzvahs, and that is the way that we receive the hashpah from Hashem. So just that mindset, the priorities that Kunshas Man has gave me has really resonated, and really told me that it's not just something I know, it's not just das, it's shtus. It's something that is beyond me in the sense that even if I'm not in the mood, it's really, I own it, I own my Yiddishkeit. So, and you see here this idea of appointing the king, really recognizing that the malchus of Hashem and how it relates to us. Then you have the second mitzvah, which we said was wiping out Amalek, and you really hear in the undertone of the Maimarim and Sefer Maimar Yiddish, and specifically the Maimar of Rashis Qaim al-Malik, how the Friedrich Rabba was fighting this Amalek inside ourselves, whether it's a Nefesh Abahamas, whether it's just these voices of doubt, and the Amalek of just in general, and all the messages of Chassidus has really had this underlying point of we're here to fight, we're here to win. That was the Friedrich Rabba. And then you have the third mitzvah, which we said was building the Beis HaMikdash. And this we have done this year by learning Rambam. The Rabbi instituted learning Rambam, explaining that when Mashiach will come, we're going to keep all the 613 mitzvahs, including those that apply in the Beis HaMikdash. And the foundation, I feel, of all these halachais are in Sefer Madja. So I really feel that with Kunshas Hamayin, Sefer Maimar Yiddish, and Sefer Madja of the Rambam, we have really built these 3 building blocks and to bring Mashiach. And just to end off, that when the Rabbi would end off all his sichas, he'd say that Mashiach should come, take it from miyad mamash. Right now, immediately. And if you think about it, miyad stands for 3 things. The Rabbi points this out. Miyad stands for the Rabbi's name, Yud for Yosef Yitzchak, the Friedrich Rabba's name, and Dalet for Dai by the Rabbi Rashab's name. And I feel that having learned the Sfarim, the Chassidus of these 3 Rebbeim, we have really brought Mashiach so closer, and we really it's really, really so special. I'm so lucky to have had this opportunity. So I just really want to thank Bachava Learning Center for giving me this just amazing opportunity. I feel so indebted. And thank you Hashem, thank you Rabba, thank you all my English friends. Obviously, the Shekampa, thank you my parents for bringing me into this, helping me learn, and I'm just so grateful. Thank you.
Okay, and before we start our game show, we're going to see a video of the Rebbe speaking about Rambam, specifically the end of the Rambam, because the beginning and the end are always connected.
Der letzte Halacha ist auch ein bisschen Asman. was mit sagt mit Madgisch ademelt wir sein die Messias als Mann, mir der Kirche verstandig, als der Messias Hamokim, wo das geht beide Sachen zusammen. Und das Mann steht in einem Leben, Beise als Mann, Mari bezvoi veimer ados eisi als Mann, der Yisham Leirov, ולא מלחמו, ודאס קבל in sich zwei Jahren Klolim, als fällt nicht kein Sach, was Rav ist Kebel, כל עניוני רוב, לאו דווקא אכילה נריחת שתי וכולו, ביזכת רוב בנגיס עניונים רוחניים, על דרך זה איכת ולא מלחמו, aber das ist Bilchoma bepashtus, wird einen von Mathe של Scholem. Und noch mehr Milchoma, wie das ist in Gedusha, bis wie das ist in Limud HaTere, echt in Limud HaRambam, ist doch was Woi Besufa, als da einen של Milchoma, na das haben Milchoma die Gedusha. Danach ist echt da, wie das steht, Belei Kina Vesachrus, wo das der Achidush Achi Godel, was in Gemorre sagt, als Lossidlov ist a Tzadik Nichwe, Michupasi Shol Chaveri, wo das der verbunden mit Kina, Stake Kina Sofri, aber als einen Shol Kina von Pashtus, Loschen Rambam ist, a das Punkt, als wenn wir sagt, Leiro, Belei Milchom, hat so geteilt, a das Rechit Kedel, Seif, der Rov, die Dwar Hawaii, als sagt, am sagt, weil China mit mir nicht, aber mit Technik darf man umkommen zu China Sofri, es kann sein, der Haliche, Mechail, Choil, im Avone, was sage, nie darf man dich umkommen zu einem Schul China und nicht von einer China Schul Tachrus und das, was mir sagt, dann nicht will, was ich glaube. Mit Kupatze Schul Chaveri darf man mit drauf, aber besonders Yishu und besonders als Worte, was das kann nicht stimmen. Und danach sagt man, Schatevetie muss Spaß harbe. Und Baudler das Aloschen Shal Aloche, der verstandig bepashtus, als Lechele Reish darf das sein bepashtus, Ateve und Chola Madanim, mit zu im Kiofor, meint man das die Madanim, was seine verbunden und seine Beherrung von Ofor, dass sie kann sein, dass sein mit zu im Koffer oder nicht mit zu im Koffer, all derich wie das ist in Ateve, muss Spaß haben. Aber ich kenne sich bis wie das ist, Lamato Mato. Hier ist Kol Heilam, Erle Das Savai Bilvad, was der Heilam wird echt damals angerufen, Bisham Elam Eloshim Herren Vehester. Wo der Pfarr darf Sturm kommen zu Anesik, כדי zu der, was Anesik ist, sich verbunden wird, sie das im Mewai Baruch, das ist der Linien von Eretz Knaan. Und das ist der Linie von Mitzorim und Gvulim. Wir seien der erste Kol Heilam, Erle Das Savai Bilvad, was wie der Eilam bestehen in der Matze, Achi Nailo, ist auch verstandig, aber beerdig. Von Hawaii ist das Ajinische Leiberg, wo der Pfarr Werther angerufen bei Modi Matzovi in der Nähe von Herren wie Hester Begabe, Israel Begabe Dargo, so, und wird der Gericht, am Maimonides du Masse, was wird Lodas, wo das ist, wie sagt in Tanje, hat das mit Loschen worden, ja, das habe bemeldet mit Jiska Deite Bechesig, und hier meldet mit der Aber war eine Fähre, wie Iran war eine Fähre, wird der Lodas es Hawaii. Und das wird der Jiska Bechesig mit Hawaii, bis in der Neffen Bilvad, auf der ich mir sage, von Neid Milvade, und noch erhet, Lefichoch, wo das kommt dann noch ein Reis hat ich so, was hier Chacho Yisrael, Chacho Mgdelen, wie jeden Dvorim Astunim, aber wie bald, der Zman ist sehr gemacht geworden und das kommt, all die Idee, Masene, Vavedosenu, ist doch verstandig, als Afalpi, was Iden Bishleimusam, ist doch Schleia Manasli Kabelpras, aber bederich Memele wird sein, oder Fichach Yisrael, חכמים גדולים ויעילים, דברים אסתומים, כי מדובר כמה פעמים, ומילא הם זכר את ההבטחה, אבל ישיגו דאז ברם כפי כרך האדם, ומילא זכר את verstandig, aber bald der Halloch ist מבטיח, dass es כפי כרך האדם, ובשעת der Adam ist ausgewachsen, und die gewordene Adam der Dammel in der Hecherneifen, ist verstandig, als sein Kech Adam ist geworden größeren, hat gleich Haravani, Amok Sholtero, aber Horwin, Yasigo, das Bären, Kefi, Kech Adam, wie damit das geworden ist. כשנאמר, als sie gesagt geworden und danach von dem Nehmer, das herabgekommen in Naini של Ksav, und was steht in dem Ksav, Kimol Hores Deas Hawaii, Kamaim Layom Mechasim, das was mir kommt zu, weil wie das eine Bela Mazeh, die Beike kommt zu der Linie von Bittel, als der Maim seine Mechasse, die ganze Messias von dem Jam, Vechulu, Kimeduva Barucha, bei ihm Shabbos Kedesh.
Okay, so as we just saw from the Rabban, as Batsheva also spoke about, we are getting ready for Mashiach. We are getting ready for an incredible time when our entire lives will be dedicated just to the knowledge of Hashem. So, as I'm going to introduce my dear sister and our game show host, Devorah Silberstein. I want, as you guys are watching this game show, to take in and be inspired by the knowledge that these girls have mastered, and take it home with you as an inspiration to get on board. There's no time to waste. Start learning, because that's what we're going to be doing all day as we enter the times of Mashiach. Welcome, Devorah. And now...
Am I blocking anyone? Should we switch? Let's switch.
Yeah.
Yes. I am? What? Say again? Okay. Better? Yeah?
Okay, everybody. To the game show of 5,785. To your left, we have team number 1 with Hadassah, Chali, Batsheva, Shulamis, and Esther. To your right, we have team number 2 with Mushki, Chaya Mushka, Hadassah, Rivka, and Bina. Let's give it up for these girls. I want everyone to know these girls not only studied all 5 parts of the Rambam and took all 5 tests, they scored over a 95 average, then took another test and got the 10 top scores on that test. So every single one of these girls is the cream of the crop. the game show is going to work in teams. For each of the following 3 rounds of the game show, these 2 teams will be racing to get the correct answer. Each team has a representative. A representative for Team 1. Can we have a representative for Team 1 ring our buzzer? Let's do that again. We want everyone to hear it. One more time.
That's the best I could do, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. Now can we have a representative from Team 2 buzz their buzzer? One more time. Oh yeah, we're ready to get started. Okay. So for this first round is going to be who or what am I? A sentence that describes a person, place, thing, or concept talked about in Sefer Ramada will appear on the screen. After the MC, which is I, reads out the question, a 30-second timer will start. The 2 teams will be racing to find and present the correct answer. Both teams will have their representative, after the team agrees on the answer, press the buzzer, and deliver the answer. Wait, let's make sure one technical detail is in place before we begin. All right. 2 more rules. The team can discuss the correct answer together, but after they have the answer, their team representative must buzz, and the answer must begin immediately. And complete the answer within the 30-second timer. If the first team, which has buzzed, is incorrect, the second team will have the opportunity to answer. If they have an immediate answer ready, their team representative of that second team must start the answer right after being prompted by the MC. So let's review, okay? First, the first team that presses the buzzer will get to answer. If they get it right, their team gets a point. Yay! If they get it incorrect, then the next team has an opportunity to immediately give an answer. If they do not have an immediate answer, we move on to the next question. It goes without saying, the team with the most points is the winner. What? The answer must be based on information explicit in Sefer Ramada. We have very smart finalists. They might know answers from all sorts of other places in Torah, but those answers will not be accepted. If there is more than one correct answer based on Sefer Ramada, then the finalists need only supply one. Any correct answer will be accepted. All right, do we know the rules? Yeah? Are we ready? What? Oh. Now, yeah? Both finalists and audience should be aware that we have 3 judges. Every question, if there's any, they will indicate whether the answer is correct. If they indicate it's correct, a point will be added to that team, and every few questions we'll see the scoreboard so you can keep track of which team is winning. Our judges are Mrs. Hadassah Shemtov, Simi Hecht, and Malky Lane. All right. Oh, you guys, they have their buzzer ready. All right.
I did it.
The very first question is, I am the second to highest level of Malachim.
I did it before.
Okay, so yeah, the buzzer can only be buzzed after the question is finished being read. So nothing counts till now. I am the second to highest level of Malachim. That was equal. Judges, what should we do? What? They were first? All right, the judges have determined that team number 2 was first.
I found him.
Judges? That was correct! The answer was Ifanim. All right, next question. I'm a book compiled by Rabbi Chia to explain the sources for the Mishnah. Judges, which team was first? Which team was first? Wait, who? Oh, he? All right, this team, team one, go for it. All right.
They're really easy to find.
All right. For our next question. I am a Navi Sheker who gave a false positive nevuah. All right, team. This team over here.
Hananya.
Judges. The audience did not hear the answer. If this team.
Nanya.
Judges. Be more specific.
Hananya ben Azar.
That is correct! What? What? Is it? Yeah, okay. All right, so when you raise your hand,
Yeah, but wait, raise your hand, what do you mean?
like when you buzz, raise your hand at the same time. So the judges can
Wait, so
I have
you
to
want
go
to
at the same time? Like, how?
You don't have to.
Okay. You raise that.
All right. Competition is tight. For our next question, I am also called Chatzrais Hashem.
I think it was us. I think it was us. I think it was us. I think it was us.
That was pretty equal. All
I think it was us. They did that time other time.
right, we're gonna go with this team.
Aylam haba.
All right, let's hear it from team one.
Aylam haba.
Judges? That is correct! For our next question, you're allowed to hide witnesses in order to trick me. All right, team number two.
In a maces, you're allowed to have
That is correct! For our next question, harmful to the young and beneficial for the old. Team number one.
Wine and honey.
That is correct! I am the Galgal second closest to the earth. That is correct! Okay.
Sorry, Kate, it's Kaichav.
Oh. It's wrong.
All right. For our next question, I'm a place you are not allowed to sleep. Team number two.
A base metric.
You're not allowed to sleep in a show, like a base metric.
Sorry.
Which one is it?
Base metric. You have to sleep in a place of learning.
The answer was base metrics. That was correct!
I don't get why we weren't here. Yeah, I think so. Fine. Just raise it. Just stand up.
Yeah? Okay.
I need to wait. Okay.
Just one, we'll be back in one moment.
Oh, just.
Just raise hands.
All right.
But everyone's. I want to do.
How do you know whose hand went higher?
For our next question,
Raise your hand with the buzzer.
I am the last of the Anshe Knesses Hagedailah.
Shimon HaTzadik.
That was correct. All right, guys, the competition is neck and neck. Let's see which team will take the lead. You cannot plant a tree near me.
Mizbeach.
The answer was Mizbeach, and that was correct. All right. We have completed round number 1. For round 2, here are the rules. A pasuk used in Sefer Hamada will appear on the screen. The teams will have 45 seconds to find the literal meaning of the pasuk and why it is brought in Sefer Hamada. The same team representative system we used in the past round will apply. Now, here's the key. Both parts to the question, the literal, meaning, translation of the pasuk. Both parts of the question, the literal meaning, as well as the meaning in the context of Sefer Hamada, must be provided by the team representative. As in previous rounds, the team will have a designated representative who will buzz their buzzer and answer the question. Now, in this case, raise your hand. Excuse me. This round will be a little different. Instead of buzzing the buzzer, they will raise their hand. Now, here's the key. You may only raise your hand and answer the question when I have finished reading and the timer begins. So teams, make sure to both listen to my voice and look at the screen for the timer. You may raise your hands, and say the answer once you have heard me read it and see the timer start. Now, as is last time, only answers based on Sefer Hamada are accepted. If there's more than one correct answer, you can provide either. For the first one, Dvash v'chalav tachas l'shaynech. If you raise your hand before we finish reading, we will discount your hand raise. Let's try that one more time. Dvash v'chalav tachas l'shaynech.
Yeah? Okay. It's honey and milk under your tongue. And it's basically talking about how very deep concepts. It's not about spreading to the masses because it's too deep. You should keep it to yourself.
That was correct.
Maisa Brish. Maisa Merkava, sorry.
Next question. Al shleisha pisei Yisrael val arba'a lai ashivenu. All right, this team got it. All right.
I do.
For our next question, Mekashal Gam Navi Itcha Laila.
It's different. It's different.
Okay, let's just do it like different. It's fine, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Al Tipnu El Alilim.
It's like, don't turn to their gods. Don't learn about them or think about them. Instead, do to their
Are they correct? correct. All right. I'm going to read the next question, and from now on in the game show, everyone in the team can collaborate for the correct answer. Once the representative says the answer, other members can add, but that's your final answer. Okay?
So I have a question. The question that
What?
that you said we got wrong that they got right. Can I show you the Rambam?
Okay, the next question. We are going to rely on our judges. The next question is the Kashal Gam Navi Itcha Laila.
And they weren't looking. It was. I feel bad.
Judges.
Guys, you should come.
What? All right, we're gonna give it to this team.
Okay. So that, like, also something you do, right? And it's basically saying that if Tom Holland was considered an individual for whatever reason, we shouldn't like punish him. We shouldn't punish him.
That was correct. What? Oh, I'm sorry. Our judges are.
She should find. What was that?
There's a qualification.
A qualification. Oh, if he...
That was correct. All right, the next one. There Isa es achairai upanai lai yera'u.
They weren't looking.
All right, this team gets it.
And you'll see my back and my face, you will not see. It's basically how Hashem told Moshe that he would show him his back, but he wouldn't show him his front. Sorry, Moshe. But like Hashem, basically Hashem told Moshe that you can see my back, and Moshe asked to see Hashem. Hashem said, you will see my back, you will not see my front.
What does that
You never
mean?
fully understand Hashem, but you can like just enough that you be able to see like separate from other people, but not like enough like you never fully see everything. Anymore? You know what else? Moshe wants to be able to see Hashem separately and like separate something like.
All right, our time is up. The judges will decide based on the information provided.
What else? I mean, I think I said everything I remember. Yeah. We said that.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, we will. We're trying.
We're going to pass it to the other team.
Okay, when Moshe said Harinina Kleidacha, Hashem answered in this pasuk because Moshe wanted to understand like the full existence of it, the truth of Hashem's existence. And Hashem answered that a human being cannot understand the whole thing, but he would give him a little bit enough understanding, just like you could like recognize a person from the back and not like their structure. So he would give him enough of the truth of his existence so he'd be recognizable in his mind. From like,
what else does it say that we're not saying?
That was correct.
We said everything. What did we not say?
What did they say that we didn't say? I didn't catch that.
That's a little bit ridiculous.
What did they say different times?
I want to jump.
What?
Oh, we were supposed to say.
All right, the next.
I said Hareini Natzvaydecha.
All right, we are going to move on to the next question.
We didn't. We said.
I understand, but we said everything we're supposed to say.
Guys, everybody raise your hand. You know it.
All right, the next question is MS K'nei Ba'al Timkar. Judges, this team gets it.
It's buy wisdom, buy truth, and don't sell it. Basically, how a person, if they believe in the paper, not allowed to sell time
Team 2 in the lead. Let's see if Team 1 can catch up. The next one is V'es Snuim Chachma. This team gets it.
Somebody who learns in a base medrash, so someone learns in private becomes wise. He learns by himself and becomes wise. Modest, there is wisdom.
That was correct. Kitzrar Evan Bimirgama, Kain Nisain, Lakstil Kavod. All right, this team gets it.
As someone who throws a stone to the idol Bagema, that is something like the same. Perhaps someone gives wisdom, honor here from the Torah, and that's something the teacher who teaches the student
That was correct. The Ata Hasi Baisa es Libam Acheranis. This team gets it.
Turn their hearts backwards and Hashem when he did it. Alright, and that's it.
All right. The next question. The Etna Lecha es Luchos Ha'eben V'Hatayra V'Hamitzvah. All right.
They did it.
and I will give you the tablets of stone to turn.
Sorry,
Pause. That was a tie.
This is a race. Most of them we chose.
No, lots of them are ties, and we chose one.
All right. We are going to give it to Team 1. We're trying to split the ones that were most closest tied. Okay.
And it refers to basically by Mount Torah when you can go to Torah and the mitzvah.
That was correct. All right. Have finished round 2. We are neck and neck. 9 points and 10 points. For our third round. This is called Find the Common Denominator. A list of 3 words/phrases will appear on the screen and read out loud. The team will then have 5 seconds to discuss and provide the following. Number 1, an explanation of what these 3 things are. Number 2, a 4th word or phrase that fits the list. For this third round, I ask our audience to give these finalists their full attention. Have all full attention on stage. Other rules are the same. Two representatives must supply part A and part B of the question to be given credit. As in all other rounds, the team representative must raise their hand and provide the answer on behalf of their team only after I read the question and the timer begins. And also, as before, all answers must be placed on the Rama. All right. Im Shanaisi Barat Karbi, Biyad Chazaka Ubizraya Natuya, Levushe Kitlag Chiver. This team got it. All right, you must answer.
It's the structure of Hashem, not visible, not particular. Another one is Yad Hashem, does not have an end, it's still used as reference language, so you understand. Yad Hashem. Torah speaks in Lashon Hamer.
That was correct. All right. Next question. Kodesh, Carbon Pesach, and Simcha on Yom Tov.
Okay, so it.
Yeah, they go to last time.
Yeah.
We literally just
We did it. We did it.
You gave it. Also, there's still enough that question.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still on that.
Just think it's again, okay? It's okay.
All right, this team gets it.
It's basically mitzvahs that all of us are obligated. Mitzvahs also, another one is halakha.
That was correct. Giving a compliment, selling a house or a field, or giving a present. This team got it.
These are all the things that you're not allowed to do to when you don't. And also not allowed to run the house.
All right, the answer must be completed by the time you buzz the buzzer. The answer must, we're going to give it to the other team. The other team have an answer. Answer.
The other one is that you end like say hello to them, like double hello.
That was correct. All right, for our next question, Chagai, Azariah, and Mordechai.
I didn't do it.
That team got it.
Zerubbabel. It's all the people that are in
That was correct, but next time you need to wait for the timer. All right. Next question. Separating from the community, being a Baal Lashon Hara, and denying Techias HaMesim.
It's people that. People that. Okay, hold on. Another example. Is that?
You need to have the answer ready by the time.
Don't get it. Minute.
All right, we're going to the other team.
It says it in the Torah.
Maybe just.
We can give all the examples.
Do you want more examples?
But still.
No, it's not. Yeah, we just skipped the question. Should we just skip the question?
No, we should go back to
Let's just. All right, we're going to dismiss this question.
What was wrong with it?
Let's not dismiss it.
Wait, I don't know. What was wrong with it?
The judges are still deliberating. Which team is going to get the point? Team 1 or team 2?
Team 1, team 1, team 1, team 1,
Team 1, guys. We're going to give team 1 another chance to give yet one more example.
Apikarsim. And
That was correct.
That is not a specific thing, that's a topic.
Bowing, bringing a carbon, shakting an animal.
Wait, not yet. We have to finish.
Wait for the timer.
Wait, oh.
Wait for the timer. All right, we're going to go back to the seat with the tie.
Even if that's not the way that it was usually done, you can't ask it. One is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it's correct.
Yeah.
I don't
All right.
know.
No?
Is that the one Mark took Terrace? But that is bringing a carbon, like bowing, bringing a carbon, shachting an animal. Bringing a carbon, shachting. Hishtachava? Hishtachava? Manasech, Haktara, Zaveach.
That is. That was correct. All right, for the following questions, we're just going to go back and forth. This question is for this team. Taking a bribe, disagreeing with the Talmud Chacham, and suspecting an innocent person. The time starts now. Your time has started. All right, does this team know it? Yeah. Okay, go for it.
They are all like you're placing an individual. And another one is that if you place somebody in a middle and they're not you sell the land to a gun because until they do the damage the person sold the land to a gun. They're all apart the 24 people of the suspecting and the suspecting and person is if you put someone in a nidu who's not supposed to be put in a nidu.
I'm really confused with this question.
Is that, what does it say there? It doesn't say that there? 1 second, the judges are deliberating. We will be updated shortly.
I don't, wait, what's wrong with it?
From the east to the west. You know, we're all a little shell shocked. You know, I'm so confused. This is
Could you ask us maybe to say something and then we can try to get it right? Like,
you officially I'm so confused. It's not.
Guys, no one knows this one, but
No, but I disagree. Spiritual system isn't in that category. I know 5. It's 5 things. It's spectrum sequencing, taking a bribe. It's an ox of a widow.
That was incorrect. We're going to get to this team. Do you have an answer?
could you tell us why I was incorrect?
Are you sure this question makes sense?
What?
Like things that are like really hard to do tshuva from, and like you won't be able to like do it because we won't know how to do it properly.
That was correct.
Wait, we didn't give a 4th thing.
I'm sorry. Can you provide one more example?
Yeah, like an ox. If like there's like a widow or an orphan that has an ox, and you take from it, it'll be really hard to like know how to give back because they wander around. So like you won't know who it is to return to them.
That was correct. All right, the next question. An Ir Maklat, a city with less than 100 people, or Yerushalayim.
I'm waiting for the.
No, that was your time.
We're waiting for the thingy.
We go. Let's go.
We did it.
It's not our turn yet. No, it's not.
This one? All right, this team gets it.
No, guys,
It's an Irani Dalhas. Cities that come in here, all of them come in. All of them come in Irani Dalhas. Another one is with most of the shape that in here. Things that cannot be an Irani Dalhas. Another one is the thing. They're on the border. They're on the border. 3 cities on the border.
That was correct.
we didn't.
All right, Chama, Yoreach, and Koichav.
No, we can't do it yet. We're waiting for
Got timer starts now. All right, this team gets it.
All the planets, and another one is.
There you go. Hey, good job, that one.
Oh, not planets, other
Correct.
Yeah. Good. Sorry.
A bathroom, a bathhouse, and a basin. This team gets it.
There are like 10 things that a city needs for Talmud Chacham to live them. Another one is a scribe. A scribe. A blar.
That was correct.
I'm not ready.
We have a winning team. All right, good job to all. Okay. As you guys have all seen, these 10 girls know their Rambam really, really well. But there are only 3 who are going to be getting the top 3 medals tonight. procedure. So it's really important that every single girl gets the recognition that she deserves. So I'm going to ask you, please refrain from cheering and dancing and hugging and all of that stuff until I have finished announcing all of the names of the girls who are getting a plaque today, okay? So just to repeat, please save all the dancing and the cheering and the hugging and all of that until every single girl has come up, received her plaque and taken a picture and gone back to her seat, okay? All right, are you ready to hear our third place winner? Our third place winner in the high school Chidon 5785 is none other than Hadassah Bardwigner. Our second place winner in high school Chidon 5785 is none other than Kelly Kagan. Chidon 5785 is none other than Bina Byers. You can see the prizes for our top 3 winners displayed right over here. Okay, I'm going to ask everybody to please have a seat. I'm going to be calling up every single girl. They already have their plaque. And they're going to come up, stand right over here by the screen. 50 girls in this room. We're going to sit down and call up the next girls. Your plaque is right up here. You could take it from the table on your way up. Okay, we are going to begin with Base Chana, New Haven. Ella Eichler, Hindelanda, Chayla Wilhelm, and Rachel Wilhelm. Please come up. Let's give a cheer for all our girls from New Haven. Shalom is Levin, Luba Light, Connie Mendelson, and Hyla Mendelson. Please come up. Next we have Beis Chana of Miami. Nachama Brashavitsky, Sterna Brashavitsky, Chana Caroline, Sarah Druin, Naomi Estrin, Manucha Gonsberg, Rachel Gonsberg, Sarah Goldschmidt, Musia Goldstein, Cheli Kagan, Rivka Korf, Miriam Mann, Ita Muchkin, Risha Shapiro, Musi Skirter, Mushka Smith, Sarah Smith, Bracha Zirkin, Mushka Kiefman. Of Crown Heights. Muska Choskin, Mushki Korf, Sivya Korf, Yasha Liva Laufer, Mushka Negan, Chava Nutek, Shindy Reinitz, Chanala Tenenbaum, Rivka Zirkind. Beis Chai Mishka Crown Heights, please come up. Toronto. Hadassah Bardwigger, Rivka Citrin, Bracha Davidov, Chaya Kogan, Mushka Landa, Rachel Aman, Sima Pape, Devorah Leah Selkowitz, Mushka Slavin, and Goldie Wagner. I have an important announcement. After you come up for your picture, please don't leave. We have a special surprise DJ here for some dancing after this is over, so please don't leave. Okay, Toronto girls, please come up to take your picture. Beis Rivka, Crown Heights. Sterna Amar, Henya Andruzier, Leah Fisher, Esther Gurevich, Adela Kasevsky, Sarah Kramer, Cherna Lebkovsky, Mushka Landa, Chaya Mushka Lerner, Hadassah Lieberson, Mushka Lieberman, Chana Lustig, Esther Bargolan, Shayna Rendler, Chaya Rothenberg, Nakamedina Rothenberg, and Freda Zirkind. Beis Rivka, Crown Heights, please come up to take your picture. Beis Rivka, Montreal. Chaya Mushka Charitan, Devorah Leah Cohen, Chava Garari, Razel Yona Hastroni, Chani Kramer, Mariashi Leshes, Rivka Barazov, Amalia Medina, Bracha Nutzek, Shayna Shiner, Chaya Sarah Winterfeld. Mushka Hoffinger, Mushki Lepkovsky, Devorah Leah Laufer, Leah Mendel, Mashi Morozov, Chumi Simons, Musia Spivak, Chavala Sternberg, Ita Henya Webb, Manuka Rachel Zellman, and Akamandina Zellman. Yocheved Trush, but Yocheved Wilhelm. And from overseas, all the girls from London. Chaya Mushka Cohen, Batsheva Dubov, Bracha Dubov, Deborah Itzinger, Libby Lazar, Tova Gitzalu, Rachel Silverstein, Chaya Essa Wallenberg, Chaya Mushka Zavdi, and Rivka Zavdi. London girls, please come up to take your picture. And from Muncie Base, Chaya Mushka. Chaya Blader, Zitzel Eisenberg, Miriam Hott, Shayna Korer, Esti Lapkovsky, Sarah Lewis, and Manucha Sandhouse. And my very own students from Ohana, LA. Henna Vitalman, Rivka Vitalman, Manucha Begun, Mushka Cohen, Rashi Fuller, Bela Glick, Chaya Gordon, Sarah Gordon, Mushki Godlieb, Shalik Reisman, Shira Haft, Chaya Levin, Bina Myers, Chaya Mushka Naughton, Goldie Niazov, Manucha Pinson, Shayna Ravnoy, Chaya Schneerson, Chaya Mushka Tolashevsky, Sarah Wagner, Luba Volovic, and Mushka Zaitz. Woo! And from Roar Base Chaya of Coral Springs, Mushki Bitone, Itza Greenberg, Deborah Leonofsky, Hannah Keller, Kanala Ruddle, Ora Rosner, Sarah Riesel Schwartz, Johannes Spielman, Ruti Stern, Sydney Stullock, and Musya Vigler. Coral Springs, please come up to take your picture. What? Okay, and our Pittsburgh girls had to leave, unfortunately, but I'm going to say their names. Liba Franco, Chaya Hone, Debbie Hone, Fredi Nemanov, and Batsheva Shkedi. And last but not least, I want to announce all the girls who participated in the Chidon, even though they were not part of a school that officially ran the Chidon. They were brave enough to take it on their own from whatever schools they were from. So I'm going to announce those girls now. You guys can all come up for a special picture. And their names are Chaya Mushka Heidingsfeld, Hannah Lipsker, Esti Shiner, Esti Lepkovsky, Chaya Mushka Lepkovsky, Miriam Kiffler, Naomi Davidov, and Mushka Hacht. If you came on your own from a school that was not part of the Chidon officially, please come up to take your picture.
tomorrow.